morning. It is the first time I've seen you around here. You must be newly arrived in the Tingle Village. Well, anyway, I hope you like it here. To start with, welcome to the Tingle Writer's Bookshop. How can I help you? Here you will be able to find all kinds of books covering a wide range of subjects. Guidebooks and reference books, as well as novels and short stories, but also tales for children and poetry and essays. We also have an art section. You may be interested to hear that I practice the delicate art of writing for other people. Yes, I am what you call a public writer. I can write, well, anything really. Biographies, business letters, love letters. I must confess, love letters are my favorite. I happen to know how to juggle words so as to elicit just the intended emotional response in the reader, which you may rightly consider a precious asset. I dare say it is a rare talent, which may come useful to you someday, who knows. Anyway, I am reputed to have a fine writing style, which can convey even the most subtle shades of feelings. Therefore, should the need arise, don't hesitate to entrust me with what lies hidden in your heart, whether it is mere infatuation or a burning passion. Oh no, my fees do not relate to the number of words in the letter, but to the emotional involvement that is required from me as the writer. Now, regarding technical details, I can provide a large choice of quality paper. Vellum, of course, which is the most expensive, as you probably know, but also linen paper, a backer, and coconut paper. Now, let me explain the difference. Linen paper is made from flax. Abaca comes from the banana tree. deliciously creaky, isn't it? And coconut paper is made from the fiber that protects the coconut. And as you can see, I can provide different sizes. The pulp paper itself can be mingled with flower petals. Rose petals and cornflower are very popular at the moment. As to the ink for the writing, it comes in different colors. A coal black and slate blue. Where is it? Oh. Both colors are most appropriate for business letters. But I can also provide more vivid colors such as turquoise, emerald green, saffron. Yeah, here is my saffron. And last but not least, fuchsia. Turquoise is the color I usually recommend for love letters. I'll show you. Look how beautiful it is. It definitely speaks to the senses. Now, I shall put those away. You know, I practically grew up in this bookshop. My father settled here more than 50 years ago. As a child, I was fascinated by the tools of his trade, the quills, the inks, the wax, the seals. He let me play with them as a reward for my good behavior. I just loved the prints the seals left on the wax. I would take them out of their box without looking at the design I had taken. I did it on purpose. Then I would press the seal down onto the wax, thinking hard all the while to try and guess what was to appear. I was secretly elated every time I got it right and uncovered just the print I had formed in my mind. There was an endless variety of designs. Oh, some of the seals are still here with me. Would you care to see them? Now, here you are, the ornate heart. That was one of my favorites. The tree with its branches and roots. The hourglass. And, another one of my favorites. The landscape under the sun. Later, my father taught me how to write with a quill, and he gave me my first pencil box when I turned 7. I still have it today. Look. So beautifully simple. My father mastered all sorts of handwritings. He showed me how to trace Gothic letters. They always made such a strong impression on me. You see, these black letters looked so stern, so daunting, that it always seemed to me they were magic out of an old scroll. He was also a public writer. It is from him that I got my taste for putting into words the joys and sorrows of the people who called on him, because they were illiterate and could not write their own letters. Oh no, dear, it was no easy thing for them. Most of his customers were very uncomfortable with telling him about personal matters, especially if it was the first time, and especially if it was a male customer. They would sit on that very chair you're sitting on today, fidgeting with their caps in their laps. It could last for ages. So my father had to patiently question them to try and get out of them something better than a poor, very dry, and, oh God, very dull account. He sure knew how to go about it. He would sit observing the customer's attitude and gestures, and he made the most of every tiny detail that gave the client away as he spoke. You know, the mere twitching of an eyelid or a sudden involuntary change in the voice, they all became adjectives and adverbs in my father's writing. He let me read the letters afterwards, and I always marveled at the beautiful stories he managed to write using the poor material he got from his reluctant visitors. But I've done enough talking. Now, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. You see, I am the archivist of the Tingle Village, and as such, I am supposed to register newcomers. So if it is all right with you, I shall do it now. Can I ask you your name first? Not a very usual name. When were you born? Where do you come from? When did you leave home? 3 weeks ago. All right. How did you get here? By boat and then on foot. Okay. Are you just passing through? Oh, you mean to settle here? Had you heard about our village before, or did you just come upon it on your way? Oh, you heard about legends, and you wanted to see for yourself. I can understand that. Are you married? Do you have children? You're here on your own then, aren't you? Do you know if any relatives of yours plan to visit? Why Why did you decide to settle here, if I may ask? For the legends, then. And, oh, I guess I forgot to ask you about your job. And do you have any particular skill that would be useful to our community? Oh, how unusual. You capture sounds and images. Oh. And what do you plan to do precisely? You mean to use your camera to gather material about our legends? I see. Oh, just a last question. Since your arrival, have you had any dealings or interactions with anyone else? Oh, really? All right. Thank you. Now I will copy down some of the information on this thing. So, Now, there isn't much to do but wait till the wax is totally melted. I am mingling the colors so as to obtain burgundy colored wax, which is the color used for official documents. For the paper I have just folded here is an official document. And then I will seal it with the Tingle Village seal, which you can see here. Okay. This is the book where I keep the documents about every newcomer. See? I've been doing it for years. You will be in good company. Oh, my novel. Oh, I really don't think it could possibly be of any interest to you. You see, I have only just started, really. And besides, I must confess I don't like talking about what I write very much. I guess, unlike most writers, I'm not very good at talking about what I write. But if you want to know more about the Tingle Village, then you should meet our tea seller. I mean, a lot of people around here drink tea, so she's naturally acquainted with almost every inhabitant. I strongly recommend visiting her shop. She'll be able to tell you all about our community, and it will help you become a member. I will write a letter of introduction to make things easier for you. She's got a thing with fuchsia, our tea seller. You may wonder at the peculiar way in which I am folding that letter. You see, the way a message is folded depends on the type of message. A highly confidential letter will not be folded the same way as an ordinary letter, of course. Now, I need to change the seal because every inhabitant in the Tingle Village has his or her particular seal. So, of course, there is one for the tea seller. And you will see that the color of the box with our tea seller, it is purple. Every villager has his or her favorite mixture of colors. For instance, this is the color for the Tingle Doctor, and that one here is for the Gold Trader, and that's for DORMIR. There, now I shall take care of that message. Now, I guess the mixture is just ready. There we go. And here goes the seal. Don't wait too much before you go and see her. She will make you some tea. Mind you, it is delicious, and she'll make sure to flavor it to your taste. As for me, I can suggest a few books to learn more about our habits and customs. Wait a second. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This one is about local cultures, beliefs, traditions, and local holidays. Oh, have a look if you like. And, where is it? Oh, yes. Here. That book is very precious to me. It is about the history of the Tingle Village, from its origins to our day. And what makes it very rare and precious is that it is handwritten. See? And the handwriting itself is so fine, well designed. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't delay you too much. You probably have a lot to do. Well, I hope you enjoyed your visit here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Goodbye.